Now to the new fallout from the COVID-19 pandemic. A new report shows the pandemic stalled and in some cases even reversed progress in the fight against HIV in America. Race and culture reporter Akilah Davis joining us live now. She's in Durham. Akilah, what are the implications of all this?
Hi there, Joel. You know, this means people didn't have access to HIV preventative care and services during the COVID-19 pandemic. And because of that, we're now seeing the consequences.
As a Black queer man, this is majority of my people are feeling this.
John Rowell admits nothing could have prepared him for the COVID-19 pandemic. The 26-year-old has had access to HIV testing and PrEP pills for the last 2 years because he worked as an outreach specialist for a Triangle organization focused on HIV preventative care. But he admits not everyone was as lucky. When COVID forced a global shutdown, his job temporarily closed its doors.
From March to April, and we started going back in little by little back in May, but by that point 2 months have gone by. There's no telling how many people have had more than 2 sexual partners.
A new report called Invisible People says advances from the pandemic caused setbacks in the fight against HIV. It says HIV testing dropped up to 97% at the peak of the pandemic, and that fewer people were diagnosed in 2020 compared to 2019. There's also been data showing a major decrease of people starting PrEP, a preventative medication that reduces your chances of contracting HIV.
Is this surprising?
No, absolutely not. All of the things all got reallocated towards COVID. And in the moment, of course, it made complete sense. But I also knew in the back of my mind that this isn't going to come without consequences.
Christina Adeleke with North Carolina AIDS Action Network says the pandemic put a dent in the efforts that were ramping up. And as a result, she says more people will be diagnosed with HIV.
You know, this year, like we've seen and continue for the next couple of years until things readjust.
Meanwhile, Rowell, a UNC Chapel Hill graduate student majoring in public health, with a suggestion on how to move forward with the fight against HIV.
Making sure that there's a big enough resource hub that can be accessed for everyone.
Akilah Davis, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.